doing today? I've got some opinions about the internet. Scandalous, I know. Okay, bear with me because there's a lot of moving parts. Jen Dent was like this incredible Viner back in the day when Vine was a thing. I fucking loved Vine so much. And I really wish that it hadn't gone away. Twitter, I'll never forgive you for that. And one of her Vines went pretty viral. Like, they played it on, like, TV shows. It was just a little clip of her, like, dancing. But it's funny. It's just, she looks like an awkward, 30-something woman who's just... Insert the clip if you can find it. And I think she helped write and put out a book about Vine and like the community that it fostered and like its impact on all of the people that were Viners. And she's been really good friends with Jessie Smiles for a long time, and she has been like a fucking bulldog, like supporting Jessie for like a long time. And ma'am, fuck yes, she's a fucking advocate. And because of her involvement with Vine and Viners and like all of that, we fast forward many years. Jen Dent is just being a normal person with a civilian life. She still has like fans from back in the day, but she doesn't really make YouTube videos anymore. And the only time in like she kind of like makes waves, I guess, is when she defends Jessie Smiles, or when she like bucks up to Gabby Hanna, and oh, I fucking love it. I fucking love it. Because Gabby Hanna's just been kind of an asshole to Jen Dent for like 8 fucking years. I mean, Gabby Hanna's just kind of been an asshole to everyone forever, but So, Jen Dent has started doing a podcast. It was only available on Spotify. I had some issues with being able to access it, but this morning I woke up and I saw that Jen Dent had posted her podcast episodes on YouTube. Oh girl, I'm listening. And in this, I think it's the 3rd episode, she's reading out these like really rude text messages that Gabby Hanna had like sent to her years ago. And Gabby's saying like, I went to fucking college and I have my degree and your dreams are dried up and gone. And Jen says, Gabby, you have a bachelor's in psychology, which means that you got to graduate and like get a job at Circuit City. Ha! And I'm not trying to shit on anybody's education. Like, if you went to fucking college, I don't really give a shit what you majored in. Like, you did that damn thing. I don't know how you paid for it. I don't know how you kept your fucking sanity. I'm proud of you. But I think there's, like, this misconception among people who, like, don't know any better that your college degree... You were sold like a little bit of a lie. Just a little bit of a lie. Your degree doesn't really mean as much as you think it does. I don't know very many people who use their degrees at all. In fact, I think my boyfriend might be the only person who's working at something related to what he went to college for. Never mind. Circuit fucking City, Jesus Christ. But I've noticed this is a thing. So like Gabby Hanna, psych major, and she likes to toss around these fucking terms as if she knows what she's talking about, and she doesn't. Circuit City, bitch. And the same thing goes for like Anna Campbell. She was a fucking psych major, and she likes to talk about it as though like she's a qualified, licensed mental health care professional, and she's not. She's a YouTuber and does OnlyFans, selling other people's bodies on her OnlyFans. And then Edwin Costa from Edwin's Generation / his other channel is Homeboys Got Receipts. Oh, what a fucking snake. Snake. Edwin also has a psych degree. And they really like to, do they believe that they're somehow qualified for something that they've never been certified for or specialized in or anything? Like they got the degree, like good for you, right? But like there's a lot of shit that I learned in high school. And yeah, I graduated. But do I remember how to fucking make an Excel spreadsheet or a PowerPoint? Absolutely the fuck not. I can use iMovie on my phone. But who'd care? So yeah, there's been a lot going on with Anna Campbell. Anna Campbell has talked about herself and a previous job of hers where she worked at a mental hospital. She says her job title was like mental health specialist or something like that. And because she has so many young fans, they all kind of, she kind of likes to give off the impression that like she has any kind of licenses or certifications or anything at all other than like a framed piece of paper saying, "You graduated, congratulations." And recently, since it's been coming out that like Anna Campbell's being exposed for like a lot of very awful, horrible behavior, there are younger people on the internet talking about how like they cannot believe that Anna Campbell hasn't had like her license revoked. She never had one. She's a fucking YouTuber. Yeah, maybe she worked at a psych ward for a while, but like people really think that she really was like a fucking professional, that she has any sort of fucking anything, and she doesn't. She probably worked at Circuit City. But yeah, when people say I have a psych degree, there are people who really think that carries a lot more weight than it does. And right now, Anna Campbell, oh god, when people talk about fucking legal shit that they, oh my god, people act like they've never seen a fucking episode of Law and Order. It's ridiculous. But like, three of Anna Campbell's ex-girlfriends have put out a video together just kind of like detailing how they were abused by Anna. And Anna's like rebuttal video is a whole lot of, no you. Yeah, I was fucking violent, but what about the time that you broke something? It's weird. Like she just tells on herself. In her, that's like her defense. But right now she's like, I don't know if she's like officially sent the cease and desist out or if she just made a YouTube video reading a cease and desist. And she also talks about cease and desist as if like they have to be followed. A cease and desist is like a request. It's like a notice of like, hey, I'm serious, please stop doing it. I'm so serious about not wanting you to do this anymore that I've spent money to send you a document. And, oh god, Anna Campbell talking about, my lawyer said, my lawyer this. Okay, I'm gonna give you a pro tip. If you ever find yourself or anyone else saying the words, my lawyer, you sound dumb. If you want to sound like you actually like have some fucking weight to your words, you want to say, my attorney or my legal counsel. Because a lawyer is pretty much like anybody who fucking, like, went to law school. Attorneys are licensed to practice. But yeah, this whole situation with Anna Campbell sending a cease and desist to her ex-girlfriends saying, you can't talk about the way I abused you. And then the ex-girlfriends are raising money to file a civil suit against Anna. And Anna is also saying that she's going to file a civil suit against the ex-girlfriends. And the way that, I really don't mean to sound disrespectful or rude, and I know that, like, nobody can help it that they're just, like, younger or less experienced or, like, don't know certain things. People just don't know stuff. People have gaps in their knowledge. That's how life works. But the way people talk about civil suits, you can't sue someone to jail. And you can't get money from someone who doesn't have it. So yeah, like, civil suits are fucking expensive. And they very rarely make it to trial. They typically settle. Just to, like, get the other person to shut the fuck up. But yeah, I just, like, I didn't fucking... I mean, like, I went to college. I didn't finish it. I went. I did not enjoy it. I stopped going. I have no fucking qualifications for anything at all.
I can use a 10-key calculator.
But it frustrates me to see people who have been, like, I guess misinformed or misled or blatantly lied to about how your fucking bachelor's degree works. And how criminal and civil suits work. Like, it's still driving me crazy that all of these years later, like, it's at the top of Google. If you Google Curtis Lepore, he raped Jessie Smiles. And people are still talking about it as though Jessie sued him, which is not the case. It was a criminal matter. And, you know, I would recommend watching Emily D. Baker on YouTube, because she is knowledgeable. She was a district attorney for, I think, like 15 years. And so she's knowledgeable. However, yeah, there's a clip that circulated that makes her not look good. It makes her look real fucking bad, where she's talking about the Breonna Taylor case. And she victim blames Breonna Taylor. And she says,
it is really, really awful that she was stuck in that circumstance. However, also, don't run around with drug runners. I'm sorry, but if you are not part of a drug investigation, the police aren't going to be at your door. So there are some choices she was involved in.
Don't run around with drug runners. You won't have the cops kicking down your fucking door and shooting you while you're asleep.
Fucking heartless.
So I no longer recommend Emily Baker. There is a guy, a YouTuber called Nate the Lawyer. I like him. He's pretty cool. Oh, God. Okay, I know I haven't talked about Without a Crystal Ball in a very long time, so I don't even know how to catch you up if you have not. Well, shit, I took all my old videos down anyway, never mind. So Without a Crystal Ball said a bunch of wild shit about Tati Westbrook. Tati Westbrook is a YouTuber with like 9 million subscribers. Tati sued Without a Crystal Ball, and they went to mediation. They're settling it. But
oh, girl,
Without a Crystal Ball is getting sued again by this dude Todd Chrisley. He's got a TV show called like Chrisley Knows Best, I think. I don't really know what they do on there. Is that like real estate? I have no idea. But she's said a bunch of wild shit about him, and he is not fucking playing, dude. Oh my God, it's hilarious. I heard a clip from like a podcast episode of his where he is like,
I'm going to deal with this trash rag who claims to be a writer who tries to pay her power bill on clicks. Katie Joy without a crystal ball. I'm going to deal with her in litigation. And she's going to sit for a deposition, and she's being served. And Katie, we are going to have the process server to serve you unless you have an attorney. If you have an attorney, please send that information over to Balch and Bingham so that your attorney can accept service of it, so you don't have to be, as you like to post on your social media, people are harassing you. Katie Joy, nobody is harassing you. Nobody gives a shit about you. You are nondescript. But go ahead and call and contact Jonathan DeLuca with Balch and Bingham. Give him your attorney's number if you can afford one. If not, the state ain't going to appoint one for you because you stirred up this shit, so you got to pay for it. Give him your information so that he can serve you with the proper documentation. And we look forward to sitting across the table from you with a deposition and confronting you with things that you have sent out via Twitter Messenger. Those damn Twitter messages will get you every time, Katie. Every time.
Oh, he's letting it be known that without a crystal ball, ma'am, you will be deposed. Speaking of depositions, I don't remember what the case was, but like Justin Bieber had a thing. God, it was like 10 years ago at this point, I want to say. But like in his deposition, he was like being asked all these questions, and he just sits there and like just has a piss poor attitude and is just like, I don't recall.
Guess what? I don't recall.
All right, well, I want to thank you for listening. I feel like forgiveness is very important, so I want you to forgive yourself for the time that you have wasted watching this video. And have a good day.